Quorum Radio, baby. In the movie itself, there's a scene where, you know, there's a really big, gaudy gold ring. What's that all about, Charlie?
Here's what happened. Russell Buffalino had 3 rings made up. Each of them had a $3 gold piece surrounded by diamonds.
Wow.
And in the movie, Russell Buffalino gives one of the rings to Frank and tells Frank that I had 3 of those rings made up. One for me, one for you, and one for Angelo Bruno, the head of the Bruno crime family.
Right.
Actually, he had 3 rings made up, one for Big Billy D'Elia, not Angelo Bruno.
Oh.
One for Frank, one for himself, and one for his underboss, Big Billy D'Elia. And for whatever reason, the movie people decided not to include Big Billy D'Elia in the rings. And I think they were giving Harvey Keitel a bigger part. And in fact, I know they were, because the researcher called me that they used when I came back to Idaho after working on the script. Then they began filming, and I would come and go, but I got a call out here, and they wanted to know, Bob and Marty wanted to know if Angelo Bruno would have been invited to Frank Sheeran Appreciation Night. And I said to them, of course, he'd have been invited to Frank Sheeran Appreciation Night. And if he wasn't, it would have been an insult. Oh, wow. And if he didn't go to Frank Sheeran Appreciation Night, he would have been insulting them. So you can write Harvey into that scene. And that's what they did. So I think they wanted to give him the ring as well, just give him something to do, you know, in the film.
Sure.
But in real life, it was Big Billy D'Elia.
So
Frank wore it every day. I mean, Frank wore that ring every day. I don't know.
What happened to the ring? I guess Frank's daughters have it still?
Yeah, the children, the grandchildren have it.
Right.
And,
so then,
and the other piece of jewelry was the watch that at Frank Sheeran Appreciation Night, Jimmy Hoffa presented to Frank. It was a presentation from Hoffa. It wasn't a gift from Hoffa.
Right.
Yeah.
So then,
John Colors.
So now, one of the things that, of course, happened. I mean, you had a lot of time to talk to Frank Sheeran. You had a lot of interesting.
Over and over. If he told me something, 6, 8 months later, 4 years later, I could bring it up and see how.
Right, and you would, and by the way, you would sometimes bring it up just to see if he maintained consistency, right?
Yeah, that's part of it, and the energy in his voice you want to hear. You know, with actors, they don't want to rehearse too much because they don't.